Hello. We're going to, on this problem, we're working on exercise 17, and the information is that we have a corporation that issued convertible debentures. So we have a case of convertible debentures, and they issued this, the face value is 10 million, and the proceeds were 11 million. And this was done on January 1st, 2016, and each $1,000 bond is convertible into 6 shares of the company's $30 par value common stock. They eventually, before the debentures are converted, they have a split, a stock split of 3-for-1. But first, let's record the issuance for the requirement 1. So in requirement 1, we just need to record the original issue. So we received proceeds of 11 million. So we post a debit to cash, $11 million. And our bonds payable is for the face value. So bonds payable of 10 million. $10 million, and we do have a difference of 1 million, so that's our premium. So premium on bond payable is 1 million. Now for the second requirement, we need to prepare journal entry for the exercise of the conversion. So the conversion was with only 40% of the holders of the bonds. So 40% were converted. To do that, let's first start by figuring out the amount of premium that, let's figure out the amount of premium that's related to the debentures that were exercised. So we start off at with the total premium. Total was $1 million. So we had $1 million of premium. And this was in January 2015. So we have amortization of premium for 2015 and 2016. So amortization of premium for 2015, we have 1 million, and since this is being amortized over a period of 10 years, we divide this by 10 years, we have 100,000 for 2015. 2016, we had another amortization of the same amount. So we have another 100,000. At the end of 2016, the premium is down to 800,000. So the balance as of the end of 2016 is 800,000. That's the total premium for all the bonds. Now we're told that only 40% of the holders, or 40% of these bonds, were converted. So percentage converted. So percentage of bonds converted is 40%. So we take 40%, we multiply that by 800,000 so that we can figure out the premium that's related to the bonds that are converted. So this gives us a figure of $320,000. So that's our first computation that we need for recording the journal entry. Next, we're going to calculate the number of shares. So we need to figure out how many shares did we end up with this conversion. So first of all, the number of shares that are convertible, the total number at the beginning, So number of shares original so we do have 10,000. So we have 10,000 shares because we have a total of oops. Okay, I'm going to redo that. Just a minute. Number of shares for each bond.
What is he going to redo?
From there. Wait. Yeah, I just mumbled after that. Like I got up to here fine.
But so we're going to start that side again from the beginning.
Yeah, this side is
from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or if I can restart all of it if it helps.
No. Let's keep going.
Okay. And before we keep going, let me erase this so that I have more space. That's 11 million. Oops. Bonds payable. Okay, so let's work on the number of shares next. So first of all, let's figure out the number of bonds that we have. So we have 10 million in bonds. So we're going to take the 10 million and divide that by 1,000 because each bond is $1,000. So when we divide that by 1,000, that gives us the count of the bonds, which each of them has a $1,000 value. So the total number of bonds is 10,000. So we have 10,000 bonds. Each of those bonds from the information in the question can be converted into 6 shares. So that was before the split. We could convert it to 6 shares. So number of shares for each bond is 6. So we're going to multiply this by 6. So this conversion, if everything is converted, we will end up with 60,000 shares. However, after the original issue of these bonds, we have a 3-for-1 stock split. When we have a 3-for-1 stock split, any rights to purchase stock or to convert stock is also multiplied by what the split is for. So for this case, since it's a 3-for-1 split, even the rights to convert also gets multiplied by 3. So now instead of 60,000 shares, we're going to multiply it by 3 because of this stock split. So times 3. So now we are up to 180,000 shares. So total revised shares after the split is 180,000. We are told on the question that only 40%, so the percentage converted is 40%. So we are going to multiply this by 40% to get the number of shares that this conversion led to. So it led to a total of 72,000 shares. So converted shares are 72,000. Let's calculate the par value for this. So total shares converted is 72,000, and the par value per share is $10. So par value per share is $10. So the total par value is 720,000. With this information, now we can post our journal entry for the conversion. For the bonds that are converted, we end up with 40% of the face value of the bonds. So we're going to remove the bonds from our books by posting a debit to it. So bonds payable, this is 40% of times 10 million. So for our debit, for bond payable, we have 4 million. So $4 million on our debit. Next, we do also have the premium, which we already computed here, the premium related to this that were converted. So premium on bond payable we have 320,000. That's also another debit. We ended up with $720,000 of common stock par. So as we recall from prior chapters, when we issue common stock, we record the par value separately, and any excess goes into additional paid-in capital. So common stock. So for our credit, we have common stock $10 par. So the reason it's $10 par when originally it was 30. Whenever we have a stock split, we divide the par value based on the resulting number of shares. So we had $30 per share. We divide that by 3. Now we are down to $10 per share. But the total value is the 72,000 shares times 10. So we have 720,000 for the par value. The difference between the 4.32 million, so that debit side has 4.32 million, and we have 720,000 on the credit side, that difference goes into our additional paid-in capital account. So we have additional paid-in capital of 3.6 million. So we have 3.6 million as our additional paid-in capital. Then we put a description here that this is to record the conversion of 40% of our outstanding 10% convertible debentures, which was done after 3-for-1 stock split. So that's it. This concludes the requirements for this problem.